All right, Scam, you can hear coming down the tunnel.
Yep.
Not enough movement to make it this turn to where you are, but
Oh,
coming
okay.
very quickly, you hear Scam likely. I just want what you owe me, and then we can put this matter to bed. But I will continue to chase you to the ends of this galaxy and any other we might end up in until you give me what's owed. And then
Felix,
some.
Felix, hold on. What do I owe you? I think you're super mistaken right now.
What do you owe me? What do
Yeah.
you owe me? Are you
Uh-huh.
kidding me right now?
No,
You know
I'm
what you
not.
did to us. You know what you did to the Argent Wave.
What are you talking about? Just come out and talk to me about this. And I'm
Oh.
like looking around the sky desperately.
And you do hear the hum of spaceship engines just above you. It sounds like might make it to you about the same time Helix is going to make it to you.
Cool.
And you all can hear this over the sound of the comms, and you hear, left us for dead? Left us to take the blame? That's not the way things work with the Argent Wave. All right, we're gonna ride the Argent Wave all across this galaxy, and we are coming for you. We're gonna wash you out. We're gonna drown you. I had a bunch of other metaphors prepared, but I seem to have
Felix,
in my
hold
file.
on, kiddo. Isn't that like, you mean like whoever sold us back out on PAX? No, I'm still looking for that buddy.
Oh, we know it's you, Scam. We know it's you. You know why? We saw it in the deposition. Yeah. You didn't think about that. Didn't think about going back and wiping the deposition, did you? But you know Cobalt Steel's the best hacker we have. You know you were too messy this time with this job. Too eager to get out. We're coming. We're coming for you.
That one shuts me up a bit.
Anto. Oh no, I'm sorry. Wandering Grace. It is your turn.
So I hear all of this, right?
Yeah, you can hear all of this happening. And you can also see oh, I'm sorry. This Peacecraft also takes a shot at you with one of its guns because you're stealing.
Oh, it's totally fine if you forgot that. We don't have to do it.
I did. Go ahead and make
cool.
a. Oh boy. Go ahead and make a complexity 3 athletics.
Like, no, we ain't gonna do that, man.
Or it's any. I'm sorry. It's any skill you want. It's a complexity 3 to avoid.
Oh
Forgot how I play my own game.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Athletics.
There you go. So yeah, you avoid pew as the a laser pistol is fired your way, and now it's your turn. So you can do whatever you like.
So just so I know, every time I succeed at something, I take down the level of the type of dice one, right? So if I succeeded on a D6, it goes down to a D4.
No.
It just stays.
It stays. Yeah, it stays the same.
Okay. In which case, I for some reason my very smart person, but decided to roll onto Valdi's sheet. So I still succeeded, but yeah, because I was like, I was pretty sure my athletics was D12. But yeah, do I have to roll again?
No. Yeah, you're good. You made it harder for yourself and succeeded. So
yes,
yeah.
I did. All right. I'm gonna desperately try to start this freaking bike again.
Okay, go ahead. What are you gonna use? It's complexity 2.
Crap. I'm gonna try to be one with the machine. I use perception and I start like concentrating by putting my hands all over the tank. Be like, what's the problem? Problem? Talk to me, baby. What's the problem? Come on, just tell me what's going on.
I love this so much.
Me too.
Also, I kick it.
I'm here for this.
Yeah. So
as I'm whispering in its ear, I kick it really hard while trying to start it again.
Okay, so you're whispering you kick it, and when you kick it, you see that there is some sand, some like dirt and stuff that is actually in around the button you would press to activate this thing.
Dirt
But
and
then
stuff?
you also see that like hanging on it is essentially the keys that you would need to be.
Oh.
So like you think if you clear that dirt away and press that button, you'll be good to go.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I kind
Okay.
of be like, oh god, frick, and I just kind of like slap the stuff off. Can we hear Luella now from the ship?
You can hear. So essentially, Keisha is translating for Luella if Luella wants to speak. Keisha will come on and tell you that she's picked up Luella. Where are the rest of you?
Okay. So I hear that, and I decide to go straight for Antovaldi and pick him up so we can make a run
Right.
for it.
So a jet bike has a movement speed of 30.
Oh my gosh.
So
That is
yeah,
so cool.
yeah. So this thing powers up. You're able to easily go. Antovaldi, do you want to hop on?
Yes. Do I need to roll for that, or is that
Nah, we're just
Okay.
gonna let it happen
We're
because
gonna
it's
be cool.
Wanda's just like, get in, loser, we're escaping?
Yeah.
and you're able to book it out of there. Which entrance are you going to try to lead through?
We all got the coordinates for the back entrance, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you all heard the explosion too.
All right.
So
So we're gonna buy bitch this way.
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're just gonna say it's definitely enough for
9,
you
10,
to
11, 12,
get out of the back there.
13, 14, 15. Can I do a
Do-
power roll to like
Do a
drive
sweet
on?
trick off of the.
Yeah, just kind of like
Oh sure. Yeah. If you want to.
because
I'm
he's like
all
right
about it.
there. I don't know how we're gonna escape, but yeah, like that other guy, we can drive between his legs, but this guy is like kind of
He's-
like doing the evil monologue.
He is doing the evil monologue. So yeah, go ahead. You can make a power roll to like push through if you
All
want.
right, that's a complexity 3, and I have a D4. Well, let's do
I'm
this.
excited.
I believe in you.
Yep. So yeah, you crash into him,
No.
and the bike stops there. Everybody, including him, is going to take a point of.
Here's your bike.
God.
So everybody takes another damage there.
Oh my gosh.
Antovaldi, how you doing?
Bad, man, bad. Let's see.
And then Helix 7 comes back over the mic and says, I found your friends, Scam. I see you're ditching them just like you ditched us. Do they know how terrible you are? That you're the worst of the worst? Can't even have honor among thieves.
Hey,
Felix,
you're the worst of the worst. And then your dog.
come out here so we can talk, guy.
Oh, I'm coming out there as soon as I stop getting hit with jet bikes. Antovaldi, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Okay. So as a distraction,
Mm-hmm.
I think that I'm going to use athletics
Okay.
to take one of my charge batons,
Okay.
punch specifically,
Okay.
and throw it at Helix's screen face.
Okay. Nice. I like it.
So yeah, there we go.
Boom. So yeah, you hurl this charge baton, and it lands right on Helix's screen face, and they take another level of damage and start getting shocked and that sort of thing. And then your baton, you like do like a cool bounce move, and it comes, you catch it back in your hand too, like Nightmare.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So so you've still got both of your charge batons. What do you have more you want to do?
I want to just grab Wander and just go.
Okay.
Now, since he's so busy being, shacked and stuff.
So the bike is sort of on its side now,
But is it still like?
Oh yeah, it's still operational.
Okay, then I'm going to use my streetwise and just lift my good leg with all the cat meat still there all over it, and try and ride out on this thing.
Okay, nice. So yeah, you're able to get the bike underneath you and wander, and boom, Scam, your friends come tearing down the hall on this bike. At the same time, you see Keisha lands, sparking still and smoke still coming out the back in front of you. Again, it's a touchdown. The doors open, the prisoners get on, and Helix, who is sort of down, is also running out of the cave at that moment. And Scam, you let's see, what does Helix want to do? Helix this raises a fist, and this sword extends, like this glowing beam of energy extends. And they fire it down the hall at you, Scam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to dodge that.
Okay.
With
that beautiful big brain of yours.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, just finesse your way up out the way.
Yeah.
It worked great last time, so it'll be fine.
What's the difficulty?
This is a difficulty of 3.
Okay, and I reduce it by 1, so not
yeah,
not
because
too,
of your armor.
too bad. So let's see.
All right, you tell me what happens.
So, they like round the corner and shoot at me before really assessing what's going on, and I had been perched up, like chilling on the hill with like my elbow kicked up on the thing, and then as soon as I saw them, I pushed off to greet them, like, "Oh hey!" And when I did that, it shunked right into the hill where I had been.
Yes, I love that. I love that. That's how you were waiting out there. And Helix 7 looks even more enraged, but also looks very badly injured. And you can hear there are other Peacecraft coming behind, and their jet engines are firing up. But everyone is able to hop on to Keisha unless anyone doesn't want to.
Oh no, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah. So I figured I would set up a thing so they couldn't follow us, but if they can, if we're fine, then I think we should just go, right?
Yes.
I mean, the burn is
okay.
coming.
Then I'm gonna be like,
take an action, Cat, if you or have a turn if you're interested in doing something.
yeah. Okay. So just because you guys are like coming out onto the thing, I want to use one of my Nova points to establish that there is like an overhang and rocks and stuff that that can be easily displaced. So if one were to put something there, like say an arm sword that had just been shoved at you, they could crumple it over the entrance. Something like that. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna attempt to talk to them.
Okay.
Just like I'm slowly backing up a little, but I'm like, Helix, hey, hot stuff. How about you just cool your jets a little bit? First off, long time no see. You haven't called since we left PAX. Second off, why in the world would you think I would betray you and not Cobalt? Like, I helped found the Argent Wave with you. Have you thought this through?
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to, like, I don't know, deceive my way through this one and see what happens.
I'm so here for this.
This is not going to end well.
Ooh.
This
Okay.
did end well.
Yeah, you see hesitation when you say that, as if this were something Helix did not consider that that he could be betrayed by Cobalt and you instead. So there is this like momentary hesitation as they're standing in this tunnel, and then there is a. But then why would Cobalt go to pay for the crimes and you would stay and not pay for crimes? You explain that to me.
Yeah, no, I think that was just I was kicked off of the planet. I was kicked off first because they found me first. Cobalt didn't say any of that to you. That didn't, and I write you guys on the thing like, hey, shoot out the ledge. As I moonwalk it towards the ship. You didn't go through any of that? Yeah, I would love to be a part of the gang, but if you guys are having like mole problems, I don't know that it's the right time yet to rejoin.
Oh, that's incredible. Okay. So I am going to take us to the ship map.
Yay.
Where we are here. So here we are in the ship map. Y'all have hopped aboard. You can see the prisoners are there as well. Luella, you are over here in the healing pod, which is where you wanted to be. Scam, you are still outside the doors. We are clearly not in space, but that's sort of the default for the ship map because that's where the ship is most of the time when we're on the ship. So yeah, you get this message to shoot out the ledge. And let's see, y'all can be, because this conversation's been happening for a while, I'm actually going to put you a little bit closer to things. So Wandering Grace, or actually Luella, you can hear all of this going on. Is there anything you want to do, or are you just going to stay in this pod for now?
Can I though? Because I don't have the communications device.
I think so. I would say that Keisha is at the moment translating everything that's going on.
Is violence really necessary? I mean, shoot what ledge?
Excellent.
And I'll just lay there in the pod healing because I'm in a lot of pain.
Okay, nice. Helix 7 is going to ponder on their turn. They are very confused. And Wandering Grace, it is your turn.
We would ask Keisha to lower the ledge so that Scam can get in.
Oh, gotcha. So there's a ledge. I think the ledge we're talking about is over the cave entrance that was made.
Yeah, she wants us to shoot the ledge to like cause a collapse.
That. Yeah, no, because then they would die. Then all of them would die in there. The burn is coming. It's not like we shoot the ledge, they stay in there, and then we run. If they get trapped in there for 5 minutes, they're dead. So I'm gonna say to Scam, if we leave them out there, they're dead. Just tell them to get on the ship. Shoot
the ledge, though.
We're not shooting the ledge.
Antovaldi.
Hey, AV, you'll shoot the ledge for me, buddy, right?
Oh, I can read lips.
I sure will. I sure will.
You're killing these people?
Yeah, we gotta go.
So Antovaldi, you can head to one of the guns quite easily that the ship has, and if you're going to shoot it, it's a ranged roll. Complexity 2.
I'm headed to this gun right here.
Okay.
Like Chingy, you guys remember 2006?
No, absolutely not. I'm gonna stop you right.
When Dick Cheney shot a guy in the face. Oh my god. What a reference.
I'm sorry. Wow. Okay.
2007 called, and they want their reference back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's the kind of topical humor you can expect here on the old Burn Bryte Twitch channel.
All right. So is this complexity 2 for me?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna go. All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Did I do it?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So while they are standing there looking confused, Helix 7 is sort of trying to process it all out, and boom! This debris comes down, blocking off the way. Scam, if you want to hop on the ship, you are easily able to do so.
I do that, and I'm like, oh, that was an accident.
And that is for now the end of initiative. And
oh boy.
yeah. So you jump on, and everyone can see now the damage to Keisha is evident. Things have been torn apart. There are looks like there were entire crates of supplies that were on her that were just smashed open completely. This is a pretty terrible situation you're in, and Luella's sacrifice has managed to keep the life support systems online, but they're still draining here a little bit. This is like a big survival situation.
Yeah, it is.
Dun dun dun.
Which survive is Anto Valdi's story path. To be in a situation such as this, and Scam likely.
Speaking of story paths,
yeah,
am I triggered on the run?
Yes, I believe On the Run has officially triggered for you as
the inciting
well.
event has taken place. Cool.
Exactly.
I have a question. I have a med kit, and in the description it says that I can use the med kit with like an engineering role to help patch up peacecrafts. Now, does that extend to ships because they also have like a magical intelligence thing?
Yeah, definitely. I think that makes perfect sense that you could use it. The ship is combination biology and machine, just like a peacecraft is. So it makes perfect sense that it would also work on the ship.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that we're done shooting dudes, let's fix the ship.
Well, you're done shooting dudes, but our dude's done shooting you. And
the question of the universe.
So as your ship is flying, Keisha turns and starts coming back over the other side. Here on the ship map, feel free to put yourselves wherever you like as Keisha begins to make way. Behind you, you see the burn has started to encroach on the planet, and it looks like pieces of the planet are breaking apart into fine molecules just as the burn consumes them. You can see the planet breaking apart behind you. You see 4 peacecraft come out the front of the caves, and they are just booking it at this point. They are not even looking at the ship behind them. They are shooting as quickly as they can into space. And at this point, they are actually a little bit faster than Keisha is. The other thing you see is a troop of Nivix running panicked on the ground as well.
Oh,
no. What are you all doing at this moment as the burn continues to tear up the planet behind you? Or so it seems.
We're moving forward.
Yeah, we're trying to heal that ship and move.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't see what's happening because I'm using my last bandage that I created with my Nova Point last session to bandage up Luella.
Okay, excellent. So Luella, you get bandaged up. Your health levels are restored.
I make her a tentacle out of my plastic body, and then I attach it where her tentacle used to be.
Oh, thank you, Wander.
So now Wander is a piece of you. You are bound together.
That's not weird or fucked up at all.
I actually love it.
Yeah, it's touching. You have one tentacle that's like a Wander tentacle now. That's pretty fun.
So I don't see that we
I'll
just
call it
committed
Wandico.
genocide.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't genocide, more like genocide by neglect. Like, we saw something happen and we didn't save everybody, but I didn't see it. So out of character, I feel bad, but Wander is not really thinking about it right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think we have any idea that it's happened yet, unfortunately.
Sure. Which brings me to then Anto and Scam.
The moral centers of the ship.
Yes. So I think Antovaldi has gone up to Scam
Mhm.
and is like, Peacecraft.
Maybe.
Let's talk for a minute. Let's chit and chat.
Okay. I
So-
kneel down, so I'm like at your level. I'm all crouched.
But I'm like gesturing towards the cockpit. We should go to the cockpit.
Okay. I like scooch crawl over there.
All right.
I'll just move there. And I'm like, we're gonna go.
We're just going, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hold up. Is Keisha gonna get mad at us? Does Keisha even know at this point? Keisha's too like out of it to know, right?
Doesn't
I
Keisha
feel like
hold them?
it's I feel like it's more imperative to get Keisha to safety so we can fix her.
That's a wonderful justification. And if this comes up in the future, we're gonna go with that.
Heyo.
At that moment, Keisha's voice comes over the comms and says, "Speaking of safety, I think my engines are losing power."
Ah!
Oh God.
And you feel the again, and they start to sputter and that sort of thing.
Where are we in the cosmos right now? Like in Greater Olaxis? Where are we?
So you're on the edge of Olaxis right now. Here, I'll move you all to the galaxy map here for a moment. So yeah, you all are out on the edge of things. Pull out my map, or pull out of the map a little bit more. So yeah, you all are around like this region is where you are.
Where are you clicking? Which planet?
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually don't. I need to add it because I added it for this adventure. So it's over here in the like top.
Do you
right.
need a
okay.
planet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should
By
add a
Evelyn.
planet. Yeah. I should. In fact, I think I can. It doesn't matter. The planet's going to disappear real soon. So yeah, but there is a planet there. So yeah, you are currently losing power. Probably the closest system to you is the Yelvin system, which
Okay,
is
can you tell us anything about Evelyn? For context, I'm trying to use an ability called Friend with a Home.
Oh.
Yes. So Yelvin is a planet that is has some settlements on it. Generally, things in the mid-belt tend to be quiet, but maybe a little bit less resource rich. So Yelvin is one of those planets that isn't super rich with resources, but actually is super rich with some money because it is where a fair amount of now wait, actually, let me make sure I'm telling you the right thing. Yeah, it is where there are a fair amount of overguild executives. So it used to be like an overguild executive place. A lot of them have tried moving, the bosses of the overguilds, who make a lot of decisions and that sort of thing. But there are still some families there, some people who didn't want to like uproot their kids because school was happening, that sort of thing. So it is a place that has a city on it. It has a single city still operational called Erva Port that is there that sort of supports the business of these overguilds and their families. So it's a lot of community spaces, it's a lot of shopping, and it's a lot of things that cater specifically to the travel industry because overguild bosses on Yelvin tend to travel a lot.
Sweet. I know a guy.
Okay. All right. Tell me, who do you know? It's someone in an overguild, probably, or is it someone who supports the overguilds in some way on the planet?
Before I can decide, are the overguilds bad? That's a yes.
I was about to say they sound like capitalists.
Yeah, I was going to say they're capitalists, but maybe in the context of this, capitalism is good. So that's a no. Great. Okay.
They provide they provide everything we use to live.
Yeah.
But that's because they stuck us in that system in the first place.
It all depends on what your worldview is. Like, do you think Coca-Cola is bad?
I love capitalism, I'll have you know.
Yeah. So there you go. Then how does Wandering Grace feel about capitalism?
So Wandering Grace is obviously a chef and a wanderer. So I'm going to say she made a friend when she was a chef for one of like the big heads over there. She made a friend in basically at that point, like just mingling with the help, quote unquote, because they were one of the help. And that person is just so happens to be a brilliant mechanic who specializes in MI.
Excellent.
By pure coincidence. And his name is Vuvuzela.
Vuvuzela?
Space.
Okay.
That's
I
a
blanked.
name.
I'm sorry.
I love it.
Yeah.
So it's so much better than me because I'm gonna start naming characters like Mark. So
We'll have to like spell it with 2 R's and a Q.
Yeah. Yes. In fact, I'm gonna let you decide, Alex, how that is spelled.
VUVHU space Z_HELA.
VUVHU.
Thank you.
Underscore.
Yes. It's a sound.
My
Thank
goal
you.
is for every character.
It's like Arabic. You can't put all of the Arabic sounds into English language, sadly. So, actually, why don't you put a 3 instead of the underscore? Because a 3 is actually how we write the sound in Arabic when we're writing in Roman, like in English.
Bam.
Yeah. So I guess their name is Vuvuzela. Good luck saying that.
Yeah, I mean, often go by their first name, Vuvu.
No, they definitely go by Zala. Okay, Vuvu's
Of course they do.
no, Vuvu's fine.
So yeah, you know that you have this person on a planet that's close by. I'm going to take you all back to the ship map. If you can get there. Bum, bum, bum.
Wow.
Find out next week. Same space time, same space channel.
Well, we still have a little bit more time, so let's find out if you all die. So yes,
Let's find out if you all die.
I mean, I'd like to go the full number of episodes, but we'll see. So go ahead. Right now, you hear Keisha broadcasts to all of you that her power is failing again and the engines are bad because she's diverted what she can to maintaining life on the ship, life support systems. So does anybody want to do anything?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I would like to try to repair Keisha.
Okay.
Yep.
What do
So I'm going to use my engineering, and I'm going to get out of my medical pod, and with my new Wanderco, I'm going to try to figure out what's going on with Keisha and see if I can repair her. Oh, I put that at a high difficulty.
That's okay. Yeah, it was going to be a 3, so we're good.
Okay.
We're good. So yes, you are in touch with Keisha, as we know. You share now a physical bond as well as a metaphysical bond with her, because you gave a piece of your body to the ship. And it's just that Keisha is super duper banged up right now. You think that if you were able to get to one of the engine controls and make some repairs, that those you have the knowledge to be able to do that now. So you're able to get in there and the engine controls, make some fixes and that sort of thing.
Okay.
And Keisha sputters away from the burn. However, the damage to Keisha is so extensive that you think it's going to take a lot more than just a couple of basic repairs, more than what you have on the ship to actually be able to fully repair Keisha right now.
I would like to trigger my story path.
Yes.
I want to find a way to enable it so that Keisha can repair herself. I want to be able to adjust that technology to be able to do that. So that's that's the question that I'm going to ask. Is it possible to alter an MI so that they can repair themselves? And that's going to just be in the back of my mind as I realize how damaged she is.
That is some character development from murdering ships to wanting them to become.
Well, it was an accident.
Oh, right. From manslaughter.
Yeah. From second degree ship slaughter to trying to.
Well, that's why. Because if they had been able to fix themselves, I wouldn't have accidentally murdered them. And then.
I mean, you would have found a way. I believe in you.
Oh, thanks.
That's excellent. So as your ship sputters off towards Yevlin, and behind you, you can see the burn entirely covers all of Falnala. And then you are able to speed quickly away, although the wall of fire is constantly in your vision, no matter where you look out of a ship window. And you realize, Luella, as you're looking out, like all the Nivix, all of the life that was on there, the mushrooms that Wandering Grace has, all of that is now gone. It is no longer part of Olaxis. Where it goes and what becomes of it, no one is really sure. But that is the thing that happens when the burn passes over something like this. And you see the burn eventually also begins to slow, maybe even stop as you speed along on your way out of it.
I watch out of respect, as this is what happened to my home planet as well.
Same.
Nice.
I'm probably passed out.
So there's this quiet moment, and Luella, you are looking out, and you hear behind you someone clears their throat. There's like,
oh, yeah. I turn around.
You turn around, and one of the Olrin is standing and has their communication badge extended towards you.
My eyes light up, and I reach my wandercle out, which is now my dominant tentacle, and I pick up the communications badge, and I fasten it back in.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say, thank you so much. I was having a hard time understanding and translating everything through Keisha, the ship.
Mm-hmm. And they nod, and then they hand you a piece of paper that is written in Allspeak, which is sort of a universally written language that everyone can understand, and is what is translated. Allspeak is what everyone hears when they're wearing the communication badges, if two parties are. And it says, "You saved my life. Thank you." In this, so that is sort of what the note says in Allspeak, as an explanation for why they are giving you their communication badge.
Oh, they don't have one. They gave me theirs?
Yeah.
Oh. Well. Oh, so now I can't communicate. Oh, I will hug them.
They hug you back, and make their way back to this lounge area that you all have over here where they have been staying. A few days go by. Everybody is able to heal back up here on the ship. Does anyone have anything that they want to do while time passes here on the ship. It is going to take you some time to get to Yelvin, and I will point out that you don't really have a lot of food here, other than maybe some mushrooms that were taken.
That we are not eating, and we are definitely saving, as they are the last kind of their kind. Right?
What?
Well, we don't want to be the last kind of the ship.
Well, I mean,
we should preserve these mushrooms.
We can plant the mushrooms.
Yes, we should grow more of them.
Okay, so how about we dedicate most of them to being planted, and we keep a little bit for Wander to make their masterpiece.
Posterity.
That sounds lovely.
Okay. I don't want to fight over this.
Nice.
Right. Well, the thing is, don't every I'm reading lore here, and it says most homes and spacecrafts are equipped with magic devices that can make most any recipe.
Mm-hmm.
So is that thing broken?
Yeah, that's beyond repair, damaged.
Says who? Sorry.
I mean, you tell me. At the moment, it appears beyond repair, but I'm not a no GM. Tell me what you got.
I was actually just gonna look through my kitchen and see if any of my copious amounts of food anywhere have been salvaged.
Mm-hmm. It looks like a lot of your food has been thrown on the ground and destroyed. And Keisha is actually able to share with you now that the 4 Peacecraft who were coming after Scam likely boarded her after you all had left to go to the Nivix Caves. That they forced their way onto the ship, and they kept asking questions about where Scam was. And then they started to break apart pieces of the ship, and it got to the point where she did relent and tell them where Scam was, because at the same time, one of them, a very ingenious hacker named Cobalt Steel, was able to draw the location out of her while they were breaking off pieces of her.
Oh no, that's awful.
But it was Cobalt that did that.
It was Cobalt who hacked into her and got the information. Yeah.
Okay.
Helix 7, who is a bit of a brute, as everyone can tell, sort of took a more forceful approach while Cobalt was hacking in. They seemed to make a game out of it as to like who could get the information first.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm spending my time doing 2 things. One, taking that footage and making a smear campaign video against.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Against Cobalt. And then also I wanted to make friends with Eldiana and a few of the others, and see if they knew stuff about this new Peacecraft gang, and also if there were any like other Peacecraft that they knew, trying to figure out who's out here out of packs, in case somebody's around my same body shape and size. So in case I need to pull one of the standard, yeah, in case it's time for Operation 7, which is identity theft.
Yeah. That is excellent.
Yeah.
So they tell you, so first they all introduce themselves. Eldiana, her last name is Brava Anna. So Eldiana Brava Anna is the first Olrin. Let's see. The others are a Kithuk, whose name is Griza Bregtol. And then the other Olran is named Tupolo. They tell you this is the one that gave their communicator up. So the others tell you that their name is Tupolo. And the key is named Din, D-I-N-H. And the key tells you that she seems to, or they seem to speak for the group quite a bit. And Din tells you that they actually are a member of an organization called ARC. And that ARC is the alliance of, hang on, because we've redone the initials, but it's of Relief and Conservation.
Right.
So the Alliance of Relief and Conservation that was traveling with this plasma mining vessel because they were actually bringing the plasma back to ARC so that ARC could then distribute the resources to people who needed it. And they were boarded by a troop of robots, and that the robots then came in. They took everything off of the ship. They held people hostage. And these robots, which are different than Peacecraft, robots are like, they don't have a full sapience. Robots are often remote controlled, that sort of thing. So these robots then took all of the plasma off of the ship, damaged the controls of Rufus, and sent Rufus spinning to the surface of Falnal after they left. So Din's not really sure what that is all about, but Din did manage to get a tracker on one of the robots, and they tracked the robot to Yelvin, which is where y'all are headed already. She doesn't know more than that. The tracker was removed, but she assumes that it's probably somewhere in Irvaport, because that's the only operational spaceport left on Yelvin as people have sort of started fleeing the planet, because it's right there at the edge of the Midbelt. So that's the information that Din is able to give to you.
Cool. I'm like nodding along, and then as it becomes increasingly clear that she's not going to tell me about Peacecraft, I'm like, okay.
And she says, I could use your help. I know some Peacecraft who are in the area, actually on Irvaport. I could introduce you if you're looking for more Peacecraft.
Great. Yep, that's the ticket right there.
Do you think you could help me recover the plasma?
Probably.
I hate to have more of you after you've saved my life. I'll introduce you to the Peacecraft no matter what. But we're out
let's
here.
Play it by ear then. Yep.
And she
I
says,
think we should help.
I look over where Cap's like healing. Should we, though? Shouldn't we flee the area because people are looking for us?
Well, they're looking for you.
I mean, you're going to have to spend several days in Irvaport anyway, right? Look at the state of this ship.
Yeah. Keisha needs to be repaired, and I can't do it all by myself.
Okay, but Keisha's repairs require money at the very least, right? ARC's gotta pay you guys.
ARC can pay. We would gladly pay if you helped recover the plasma. I'm actually one of the actuaries that works with the organization, so I would be able to transfer money. And then Din looks over at your Argent tank, and it is empty. It is in fact smashed.
Yeah. That makes sense. Makes sense that the Argent wave would.
Yes. Yeah. And it seems like you're in need of it. We could help each other.
Then yes, I like helping.
Yeah, I guess.
We can't very well outrun enemies if we have a ship that can't outrun anything.
So there is this sort of deal made, and through the rest of the time, you get to learn. You get to know some of these people. They're eager to help you out on the ship. They were a ship's crew, so they try to do what they can to help patch things up. and that sort of thing. Again, low on supplies to help you do that, low on money to use those supplies, that sort of thing. What are you doing, Antovaldi?
Eavesdropping.
Nice.
And then
sort of over the course of it takes about 7 days to get to Yelvin. So over the course of those 7 days, it'd be great to know what you all are doing.
Yeah.
This is a chance to
okay. So
story path stuff if you want to, that sort of thing. So.
I think that just because I don't have a ton of, I think Luella is the one that I have the least amount of interaction with thus far. I think that Antovaldi visits Luella while she's trying to figure out how to fix Keisha, and says, this might help. And he drops his med kit on her desk.
Oh. Thank you very much, Captain.
Nice.
Yeah, don't mention.
No.
And
it's bonding. It's cool.
and and Anto explains to Luella everything that's in the kit and how this kit is specifically set up to help fix Peacecraft, but she may be able to tweak it to where it might be able to help Keisha.
This is fantastic. I will definitely study this and see if I can alter it in some way to help Keisha. Thank you so much, Captain.
Yep. Stop talking with the voice.
I'm sorry.
And no, out of character. No, you get it. He's a bad guy. And then Anto walks out of the room and goes, Peacecraft, like sort of like how Lex Luthor goes, Miss Tessmacher. Like he goes, Peacecraft to call Scam.
Yeah, I don't actually walk up or anything. I just press through the comms. Hey, Evie, what's up?
Where are you?
In the we have to have
a
so
lounge?
I'm gonna say that these green areas in the back are like cargo bays. We have these things on the side are cargo bays, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Got cargo.
So I'm like, I'm in cargo bay C, Y, and I'm in there spray painting some of my purple bits yellow.
And so then Anto goes to the cargo bay and closes the door behind him and says, so what did you do and who's following you?
And I think that is where we're going to leave it, actually.
Cool. That's great.
That's a great place to leave it. And we will hear Scam's answer, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Will it be the truth? Who knows?
Will it be the truth? Nobody knows.
I'm so glad that we ended on that because I was really hoping we were gonna.
Thanks for the setup. That was great. And we'll find out what everybody else is doing over the course of travel to Yelvin. You all survived the Nivik Caves and the Argent Wave. Congratulations. So this was super, super fun.
Yeah.
If people are loving the show and want to get their hands on the playtest version of this, it's now open to Roll20 Pro and Plus subscribers over at roll20.net. So go check that out. Let's go around the table, let people know where they can find you. Alex, let's start with you first.
Well, what did I do?
Where can people find you on the internet, Alex?
You can find me online doing online things like shitposting at twitter.com/dirtbagboyfriend. Here, I'll write it out for you. Twitter.com/dirtbagboyfriend.
Everybody loves some good shit posts.
I'm sorry. I'm not shitposting much lately, but I'll be back in about a month after my shitposting break of 2018 ends.
Nice.
More importantly, go check out Bryte. I just put the link for that in chat. It's available for Plus and Pro subscribers right now as a playtest from Roll20. So all you have to do is have an account. And if you're on a free account, upgrade it to Plus, which is $5 a month, I believe, or Pro if you want even more features, and also the playtest, which is $10 a month. So yeah, do that thing. If you like the show, tell your friends about it. Link them the VODs. Follow us on Twitter at Roll20app because we will post stuff about it. And I think more people should be watching these fantastic people everywhere. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Where can people find you, CJ?
You can find me at CJ Talks. That's CEEJAY Talks on Twitter, and CJ Talking on Instagram. I'm sort of laying low as I'm preparing for the start of my new podcast, which starts on the 21st of December. It's called. It's called Below Freezing, and it's me and my friend Micah trying to see the best in movies that come in at or below 32% on Rotten Tomatoes.
God bless you.
So yeah, yeah. So that should be fun, and I've got some other projects and stuff lined up, and as soon as they come into fruition a little bit more, I'll let you know.
Nice. That's excellent.
Yay!
And where can people find you, PB?
Hi, you guys can find me at twitch.tv/pumpkinberry and Twitter at the same handle. I do a lot of role play. You can find all of that information on my website. I also do a podcast called the Deep Dive Cast, which is the conversation after your favorite game ends when you just want to keep talking about it. And then I just recently GM'd a 3-part horror show about equal trade, which you can find. I'll link it there in the chat for you as well. It's called Stygian Gate, and thank you.
That's awesome.
Absolutely,
and Kat,
go watch Stygian Gate. It's great.
Thank you.
Sorry.
It's so good.
Thanks, guys.
Kat, where can people find you?
The easiest place is over on Twitter, where I'm at cat_cool_ with cool spelled like my last name, KUHL. I also do several podcasts. The most exciting and relevant to this one for me is one called Autonomic, which just started up 2 weeks ago and plays in the Bryte system. So if you can't get enough of this rule set, head on over to Autonomic and hear some more of that in a different setting. And also relevant to Roll20, on Thursdays I play in a game right here where we are doing the Pathfinder playtest.
I started watching that. It's really good.
Oh, thank you. It's like really, really fun. So if you guys want to see us try out that system and play through the stages, because we iterate as it changes, because it's still very much in playtesting mode. Join us. It's really fun. It's like the past 2 sessions of this have been kind of dungeon crawly, but that is like a dungeon crawl.
Yeah. And this is certainly Burn Bryte can be dungeon crawly. We're probably going to see some less dungeon crawly moments now as well. So get ready for that. Check out Autonomic. It is great. Check out the Pathfinder playtest. It is also a lot of fun. So I'm at James Introcasso on Twitter. I'm at worldbuilderblog.com, and I'm at don'tsplitthepodcastnetwork.com. Thank you everyone for watching. And if you go playtest, fill out the survey. And remember, don't feel the burn.
Oh my God, you did
back.
it. Oh.
Also,
I love it.
Also, stay cool and protect your cat meat.
No.
Yeah, that's right. Stay cool and protect your cat.
Stay frosty.
It's the new keep calm and carry on.
Stay cool and protect your cat meat.